Good morning. So today I'm going to show you a few stretches that can help the lower back to release. I'm not sure if the video is going to capture all of me in each frame, but you'll get the general idea and I'll also talk through it. So basically a lot of people carry pain here in their lower back, and there are several reasons, physiological as well as emotional, that people often suffer in that area even in their young age. So to start off with, an important thing to keep in mind is whenever you're going to do a forward fold, you want to engage your abdomen and your belly back toward your spine, like you're kind of sucking in your belly. And then you can bring your feet about 2 feet apart, and your toes are slightly angled in and your heels are angled out. You can bring your hands to your hips, engage the abdomen, and then begin to hinge at the hips to come forward and down. And here you can keep a slight bend in your knees, and you can bring your hands down to the ground. And from here you can release the head if that feels good. You can also experiment with bending one knee and then the other, the whole time engaging that abdomen back towards the spine. And you can also try grabbing opposite elbows to opposite wrist to opposite elbows, and that can allow just a little more pull downwards. You can also do that one if you heel toe your feet in, bringing them together about hip width distance apart, 2 fists in between. You can also do that nice hands to elbows move, and then bend one knee and the other, again maintaining the belly button back towards the spine. And breathing is so important. So every time you inhale, you can lift a little bit upwards, elongating the spine. And then exhaling, relaxing down. So those are great options. You can also come down and do what's known as Camel Pose. You bring your hands to your waistline, the heels of the palms there, and the palms facing down. And then from here you're going to elongate the spine nice and tall, and you're just going to start out with pushing the hips forward. Then you allow the belly to go forward, then you allow the chest to go up towards the sky, and finally releasing the head down. Breathing. And this one can be very activating. It's opening the heart center so it can bring up your emotions. And then sitting back on the heels, bringing the knees wider than the hips, and then coming into a child's pose. So I'm not sure if you're able to see this, but you're just going to bring your head down, your hands forward, and then your head down to touch the floor. Again, we're engaging the belly button back towards the spine. Sometimes if you experiment reaching the hands nice and forward, it can also bring some relief and some movement into the back. Okay. Cats know all about yoga. So those are some good options. And you can also come down onto the mat on your back and bring your knees into your chest. And from here we can do little circles. And that's going to bring some massage into your lower back. And you can go the opposite direction. And then from here you can come into a great lower back relaxer. So you bring your arms out into a letter T, so like both elongating out from the shoulders. You have your knees together, and then you just drop both knees over to one side of the body. And you want to maintain your spine more or less straight on the mat. And sometimes you can grab onto your knee here and pull it up, or kind of push it down towards the ground. And that's going to create a release over here in the lower back. And then you're going to look in the opposite direction than your knees are going. And breathing. you're ready, take as long as you want. It's a great relaxer. You're going to bring your knees to the opposite way. Again, looking over toward the opposite direction than your knees are going. Keeping both shoulders flat on the ground. And breathing. So those are some basic exercises that can help you get started to release that lower back, and I suggest that you practice these a few times throughout the day, especially if you have a job where you're going to be sitting at a chair for most of the day. Thank you so much.